hardest part about being Caitlin Clark? Having to feel like you're always on.
I don't think anybody fully grasps the pressure she's under.
I'm from Brazil. That's my biggest sacrifice, just being away from my family.
Obviously, UCLA winning is an expectation. Sometimes it feels like, is it all worth it?
The latest ESPN original series follows three of the biggest stars in women's college basketball as the popularity of the sport has never been higher. Caitlin Clark at Iowa, Kiki Rice at UCLA, and South Carolina center Kamilla Cardoso, who is now here in Chicago after the Sky took her with the third overall pick in the WNBA draft. It's called Full Court Press. Kristen Lapis is the director, and she joins us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, so, we mentioned in the lead up to that this is the golden age of women's college basketball. I think back to, when I first, the UConn days of Rebecca Lobo and Diana Taurasi and Sue Bird. That was a pretty big time for women's college basketball, too. What's the difference between then and now? How much has it grown?
Yeah, it's the number one question that we asked all of our interview subjects. Like, what is different about this moment right now? Like, why now? And I just think that, the timing was right. Caitlin Clark has just triggered this excitement and energy based on the way she plays, her personality. I just think that it's really a testament to Caitlin and everything that she's accomplished. Truthfully. But yeah, this moment is super special, and we caught lightning in a bottle. The three players we chose to feature on this show, two of them ended up in the national championship, so it couldn't have worked out any better. Those UConn teams that you mentioned were legendary. I just think that the world was ready to embrace women's basketball in this moment. All of her NIL deals and the star power that's kind of surrounded her, I think people are just intrigued and they want to know more about her and the sport generally.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark is obviously the biggest star in college basketball, or at least was. And, it all happened kind of pretty fast for her in terms of her just exploding in national popularity. It was really a 2-year stretch, maybe even a little bit less. Talk about how rapidly her life changed and how that experience was for her.
Yeah, her life changed overnight, as you said. It really did start a year and a half ago, during the NCAA tournament when she had that crazy run and she played against LSU in the national title game in 2023. That's when we decided that we wanted to follow her through this season. The company I work for, Words and Pictures, and Peyton Manning's production company, we got together and we said, hey, if this tournament taught us anything, it's that we need to be on this ride with her through the 2024 season. And she has told us, in this show, and has really revealed how challenging sometimes like this overnight fame has been for her. She's still 22 years old. She's still just a kid trying to figure it out. She's so appreciative, but it's a huge weight on your shoulders to feel like you're carrying your sport. But she's handled it wonderfully. She's one of the most poised and, just self-aware people that I've ever met. And I think she's a great ambassador. Somebody told me a few days ago that really stuck with me. They said that, I have 2 daughters. They said in 20 years, your 2 daughters are going to learn about Caitlin Clark in a textbook in school the way you did about Billie Jean King. And that really stuck with me. She's become so much more than just women's basketball.
Talk about the transition, too, from college basketball to the WNBA. We're seeing her, struggling in the first couple of games. We also see a lot of what seems like stories of resentment from some of the WNBA players, and a lot of these players like Kamilla and Angel Reese getting these big NIL deals. How is that shaking out going forward?
Yeah, I think what we've seen now is that people weren't really paying attention to the WNBA before Caitlin arrived. And people didn't realize just how good the talent is in that league. And I think people are surprised, but it's always been that way. And so some of the veterans that have been in that league for a long time are kind of just like, hey, listen, Caitlin was great in college. Like, this is going to be an adjustment for her. Like, the level of basketball that we play is a very, very high level. But I think it's all just, it's all growing the game. It's all wonderful for the game. I think she's going to be fine. NBA rookies that come in, it's an adjustment for them. And we're seeing that it's also adjustment for, the Kamilla Cardosos, Angel Reese, and Caitlin Clark coming up to this next level. I just don't think people realized ahead of time how good the players in the WNBA are.
Yeah, you talk about the road to get here. I mean, Camila Cardozo probably had the hardest one. I mean, leaving Brazil at 15, and she didn't. Her mom and her family had not seen her play until college, correct?
Yes, that's correct. How unbelievable is that to be 15 years old, your mom is running a spice stand on the streets of Brazil, and to leave home in order to hopefully make it and eventually make money playing the sport you love in order to help your family and kind of get them off the streets. So, Camila had more at stake in her basketball career than any of the other players that we featured. And, to be there and document that moment where her mom and her sister finally come to America and they surprise her for her senior night to be able to walk out onto the court with her was one of the most special moments that I've documented in my, 15 years of doing this. She's a really special woman. And again, that connection and that bond with her mother and her sister is just, so profound. Her mom jokes that Camila's going to have a room for her in Chicago because she's going to be making a lot of trips now that she has her visa.
Well, Full Court Press is streaming on ESPN Plus, and you can find Kristen on social media. Kristen, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.